everybody, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. My name's Acacia. Today I'm going to be doing Vlogmas Day 2. This is going to be my December. No, it's not even December. It's just my November book haul. A lot of these were also like birthday book haul part 2. I went into town with my aunt and she very kindly purchased me a handful of books. And then there was also an order that I placed with some birthday money that hadn't come because it was coming from the UK. So just think of this as a birthday part 2 book haul because that's basically what it is, except for one book which I received for review from a very lovely publisher. And I will mention that in a moment. So, of course there's more than one of these, but we got some Shirley Jackson. So this is The Road Through the Wall. This one, I believe, is her first full-length novel. You guys know I plan to read all of Shirley Jackson's works by the end of next year, which, well, do I plan to read all of them by the end of next year? I am undecided because I think there are some that are out of print and I'm going to be unable to get my hands on. But for the most part, I plan to read as many as I can get my hands onto, and that's basically what I plan to do. So this one is going to be one of those. I am very excited. Does it work? No, it doesn't work. I always see that on like Instagram when people like put their faces like this and then it looks really cool and I'm like, it's so cool. And then I try and fail. I just failed. This one has a lot of conversations about a creepy sort of suburban neighborhood. It's got a lot of bullying in it, and it's got a lot of undertones of racism and social inadequacy, and it's just gonna be really dark Shirley Jackson. Like, that's what it is. It's a commentary on society. Because that's what Shirley Jackson does. Then I owned this before, but it was in a really bad edition that had some really bad staining on it, so I sold that one. And then I wasn't sure if I was going to repurchase it because I didn't love it. But then I watched the Netflix original series and now I'm like, oh my gosh, I need that book in my life. Where is it? I need to buy it now. So I did. This is Alias Grace by Margaret Atwood. I just very, very excited to have this beautiful edition. Well, you can't, there's nothing on there. It's on here. There we go. Come on. Ta-da! So it's just a really pretty edition. I wasn't really crazy about the editions in America, and so I figured I might as well invest in a good copy because why not? It has something to do with potential insanity, so let's invest in some potential insanity, shall we? We shall. Then we have Joe Biden Promise Me Dad, A Year of Hope, Hardship, and Purpose. I think this follows Joe Biden after his son was diagnosed with a brain tumor and what that experience was like and how his life was changed, and I'm really looking forward to hearing his thoughts. I think this is going to be a really hard one to read and definitely emotional, so yeah, bracing myself for that one. This is The Empathy Exams by Leslie Jamison, and I am going into this kind of blind. It was recommended to me by Emily at Print Bookstore, who is one of the owners, and I trust her judgment, and so I bought it without a second thought because she recommended it to me, and I thought that this would be a good one to dive into. She says that Leslie has a book on drug addiction coming out next year that she predicts is going to be one of her favorite books of the year. So I'm really excited for that, and I haven't even read this one yet. So I think it's going to be good. Then this one has me a little nervous now because I've seen some somewhat negative reviews, and I was really looking forward to this. This is Future Home of the Living God. And this is by Louise Erdrich. And I know this is a dystopian, and it has to do with pregnancy becoming an issue of state security. I think that they begin to give birth to unnatural creatures versus humans, and I'm just really curious about this. So this is going to be one of my 30 in 30 days books, because it's only 260 pages. So that's definitely going to be happening this month. But yeah, I'm curious about it because I've seen mixed reviews. Then my aunt picked up, well, actually, my aunt picked up the last two. So that was very nice of her. She also picked me up this, Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. She's a fan of Agatha Christie, and she recommends that I read this. So she got it for me in a really pretty edition, I must say. It's got really nice end papers, and it's pretty simple on the front, but it's just nice. And it has deckled edges. So yeah, I shall see how this goes. This one is how long? 260 pages, about that. So this might actually be one that I read in the 30 in 30 days as well, just because it seems like a good one and she wants to know my thoughts on it. So there's that. I picked up Sisters on the Revolution, a feminist speculative fiction anthology, and it's edited by Anne and Jeff Vandermeer. I love Jeff Vandermeer as an author, so I am really excited to dive into this. It has Octavia Butler and Angela Carter. Those are the two that I recognize. Everyone else I am... Oh, and Ursula K. Le Guin. I don't really know anyone else. Oh, Catherine Valenti's in here too. Oh, perfect. So there's some people that I know, some people that I don't, and I just look forward to diving into this. This may be one that I dip in and out of this month. It may also be one that I... Oh, it's short. It's short. I may just end up... I may just end up reading this. We'll see, but I may just end up reading that. Then we have another Shirley Jackson. Yay! This one is the Sundial. So this one is kind of a apocalyptic sort of thing, as far as I understand. Again, conversations about society and how it works and fundamental truths. Just always good from Shirley Jackson. So there's that. Then none of you guys have asked me to read this, or at least I don't think you have. I feel like I saw it in my comments and somebody asked me about it, but I could be crazy. This is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I don't really like John Green, but this is a story about OCD, and I do like stories about mental illness, so I want to give it a try and see how it goes. I feel like John Green, because he does have mental illness, should be able to pull this off, but I am nervous. I am nervous. This is nice and warm. See the Who's down in Whoville? The tall and the small? Then another recommendation from Emily at Print Bookstore. This is Delicate Edible Birds by Lauren Groff. I've read Fates and Furies by Lauren Groff, and I didn't like it that much. I was not crazy about it, but she swears for this one up and down as a really good short story collection, so I trust her judgment and I'm going to give it a shot. I did like the writing style. I just wasn't a fan of the story. I really have trouble with stories where couples don't really get along. I either want them to be head over heels in love or hate each other, not like mixed feelings. That's just too much for me. Too many realness. So I placed an order with Waterstones, and I picked up this because it donates to the Oxfam projects supporting women and girls worldwide. So this is The Invisible Child and Fir Tree, two Moomin stories by Tove Jansson. I've never read or really watched the Moomins. I don't know anything about them, but this was for a good cause and it was only $4.99. So I don't really have another answer. It was for a good cause and I saw it, so I picked it up. My aunt also picked me up the next two. This is Zadie Smith on Beauty. I believe this is about a young girl who is in college. I don't really know much about it. I really enjoyed Zadie Smith's most recent book, and so I want to read more of her work. And I've wanted On Beauty for a while just because I don't even know what it's about, but it I don't know, it calls to me. So when I saw it at a used bookstore and my aunt offered to buy it, I said yes. I have no other logic. Go ahead and throw hate down in the comments. Like, I really have no apologies for it. This one is Swan Gondola by Timothy Schwaffert. This one is supposed to be like Water for Elephants and The Night Circus, which are two of my all-time favorite books. Granted, Water for Elephants I haven't read in a really long time, and The Night Circus is so specific that, like, I always get disappointed when things compare themselves to The Night Circus and they're not like The Night Circus. So this has got some pretty big boots to fill. We shall see how it does. I'm not holding my breath, but it was $2, so ta-da. This was given to me by Tanisha. You guys all know Tanisha. This was her birthday present to me. I don't really understand. I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand. She said it made her think of me. I'm trying to understand what she's saying, but I don't know. So yeah. Thanks, T. I don't understand the present. I just don't understand. This is How It Always Is by Laura Frankel. This, I believe, is a story about a transgender person. And this is Claude. He is 5 years old and the youngest of 5 brothers. He loves peanut butter sandwiches. He also loves wearing dresses and dreaming of being a princess. When he grows up, Claude says he wants to be a girl. So, I really feel like I need to read more broadly as far as the LGBTQ plus community goes. I know I've done okay on the lesbian fiction. I've read Sarah Waters, so really I have a very limited scope. I've tried very hard to improve the diversity of the race of the authors that I've read, but I haven't really put a solid effort into the diversity of the sexual orientation of my characters. So I am hoping to be able to achieve that. And that book should help me. So I'm a little nervous about it. I don't really know what to expect, but I've heard good things. So we'll see. This book was sent to me by Yellow Pear Press. This is The Murderer's Maid, a Lizzie Borden novel by Erica Mailman. And I wanted to read this because... okay. I wanted to read this because I read See What I Have Done. And I wanted to see more about the Lizzie Borden story. I always like it. I just think it's really fascinating. I'm really curious to see it from another perspective and gather the story from the perspective of, I think, mostly the maid. I'm really curious about this. So we shall see. How long is this? 390 pages about. I can't promise I'll get to this in December because I don't know. It's a long book and I'm trying to do 30 books in 30 days. So this one may be a January read. Yeah, it may be a January read. But I am so grateful to Yellow Pear Press, and I will link their website down below in the description box for you. So that's it. That's my book haul, which is the birthday part 2 book haul, basically, because most of those I got for my birthday. Whether I bought them for myself with money that I was given, or I was given them with money from other people, I got them for my birthday. That's how that goes. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you all in my next video. If you liked this, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you have any questions, comments, or quandaries, go ahead and comment down below in the comments box. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!